Presidential politics is eclipsing all the other Massachusetts political races this year. Chief among the contests we've heard almost nothing about so far is the re-election bid of Senator Edward Kennedy. No news is probably good news for the Kennedy campaign, but for his Republican challenger, Joe Malone, who can't win without first getting someone to notice him, no news may be, in fact, bad news. Marcus Jones explains.
I'm Joe Malone.
Nice meeting you.
Republican Joe Malone has a problem. He also has a deadline. Between now and November, he has to do at least 3 things: shake a lot of hands, raise a lot of money, and convince a lot of people he is a better candidate for the U.S. Senate than Democrat Edward Kennedy.
I'd say right now about 40% of the electorate knows who Joe Malone is, and I need to at least double that over the next 4 months, and that's a doable proposition.
You ever heard of Joe Malone before?
No, not for today.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I don't know his history. I've never even seen him before. I'm not really up on politics in Boston.
You know who he's running against?
No, I don't even know what party he's for.
To say the odds are against Malone would be an understatement. He's never run for political office before, and he's taking on a man whose name is a household word. In fact, Senator Kennedy's children enjoy higher name recognition, and in this low-key election, they're making a lot of campaign stops on their father's behalf.
Well, you know where I was last weekend? I was with my grandmother, Rose.
Yes.
And she's going to be 98 in less than 2 weeks.
He gets invitations for a lot of different things, and the things that he can't go to, my sister and I are going to try to pick up the slack, but we're just, at this point, just meeting, talking, listening to concerns of people all over this state, and wondering how my father can help them.
It would be easy to blame the lack of voter interest in the Senate race on Governor Dukakis's presidential run, but remember, this is a Kennedy we're talking about, and when the senator speaks, people listen.
This is Wayne Woodleaf, the Boston Herald, Wayne, and I want to know whether you're going to put in a good word for me now with all the employees there, with the good news. Is there room down there?
There's room down there.
Are you going to be prepared to endorse Senator Kennedy now?
We're ready to have you up there.
This is reporting, Ted Kennedy reporting.
But the senator hasn't been talking much about his re-election, and the lack of attention given the campaign makes things that much harder for Joe Malone.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Nice meeting you all. Bye-bye.
Well, the easiest thing for me to do would be just to go out there and attack Senator Kennedy, and I'm sure I could get a lot of coverage doing that. And unfortunately, I think too many politicians have done that in the past, and I think that's driven a lot of good people away from politics. I'm patient enough that I'm going to go out there and tell my story, whether that's in front of a group of 50, 100, or 200 people, and that spreads.
Trying to beat an incumbent senator named Kennedy in this state is tough enough. Trying to beat him in a race that few seem to care about is even tougher. But Joe Malone plans to keep plugging away, regardless of how much or how little attention he gets. After all, someone has to do it. For the 10 o'clock news, I'm Marcus Jones.